Not so long ago, it would have taken you hours to create high-end mockups like these using advanced 3D software or a professional photography studio. But in today's video, I show you a clean image generation prompt that consistently creates Apple-inspired device mockups. And you may want to stick around until the end because I've prepared a small free gift for you. Welcome to another episode of Prompt in Focus. This is a weekly series where I show you interesting ideas, results and design tools based on a single AI prompt. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Ruben and I'm a graphic designer and I make a living selling digital products such as professional design mockups. And I own multiple web shops for almost 11 years now, and I recently started my first YouTube channel where I show you how to implement the latest AI tools in your design workflow. And if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then please consider liking this video and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. For today's video, I'm using the Nano Banana Pro model on the Higgsfield website. And the reason for this is that it outputs in a 4K resolution. And because you may want to sell these mockups as digital products, you do need that high resolution. So some other perks of using Higgsfield is their interface is very user-friendly. You can generate multiple images at once and there are no visible watermarks on their images. In the prompt to generate the image, I first start by describing the main subject and the photography style. A clean, photorealistic photo of a hand holding a smartphone. And then I describe the perspective and the placement, a front view with the subject centered in the frame. And next comes the lighting, and this is what makes the image look so interesting in my opinion. So the lighting comes from a strong backlight which creates that dramatic silhouette of the hand. And this mockup style works so well because of the high contrast. And because the hand is backlit, it appears very dark to the viewer. So therefore I chose a light background to make the subject stand out and specify a specific light grey hex color code that I like to use. I end the prompt by mentioning clear details, a sharp depth of field on the subject and a dynamic island on the screen. And I use a 16:9 ratio because I want to use it as a website banner, but you can definitely play around with the ratio. So if you'd like to sell these as product mockups, I recommend a 2:3 or a 3:2 ratio, as these are more common on platforms like Etsy and Creative Market. To create a working mockup from this image, I use Photoshop, but you could also use the free online Photopea editor. I open the document in Photoshop and I add a placeholder matching the size of an iPhone screen. Then I rename it to replaceable and convert it into a smart object. Then I create a mask for the rounded corners. And I check if everything works correctly by placing an example UI design. Once everything works properly, I save it as a Photoshop file, and it is as quick as that to create your mockups. If you want to create multiple mockups in a similar style, maybe to build a consistent looking project for your portfolio, or if you want to sell a mockup bundle with multiple variations, then you can do this by referring to the first result and then iterating from there. And I've prepared 2 additional prompts that show you how to do this. The first prompt keeps the same minimalistic setting with the mobile device, a backlit hand and a light grey background, but the shot is taken from a different perspective. And in this prompt I refer to the initial image and I adjust the camera perspective to a slight 3/4 angle. For the second follow-up prompt I also use the reference image as the base for the overall look and feel, and I tell it to replace the smartphone with an iPad mockup held by 2 hands. And because it is a backlit scene with the same clean look, it fits perfectly with the previous image. By using these clear follow-up prompts and adjusting them slightly each time you create a new mockup, you can create an entire mockup collection in the same style with different angles and different devices. And at the start of this video I mentioned that I prepared a small gift for you, and as a thank you for your support I've added a free download link in the video description. And here you can find all the prompts and all the files that I used in today's video, plus the working mockups free for you to use. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please give it a like and subscribe for more content about AI and design. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.